Hello, friends. So I'm back after a long time. I planned it to be a daily session, but there were some projects and some work that came my way. And I also, uh, if you remember in my last streams, I said that the curriculum that I had created using ChatGPT, it was not very sufficient. I think in the stream I was meandering and trying to find out where would I go, but now I've refreshed the curriculum, and hopefully we'll find out whether this works. So I've created an exhaustive sheet with many subsheets in this Excel, and we'll we'll go through some of them, and I will try to improve upon it or change things which I think are not useful. But I think the main thing is right now, even the past stream that I did, I will ignore it, and I will start from fresh based on this curriculum. And now we are starting with the first phase, which is computer and programming foundations, and it is a 4 week duration phase, and the objective is to build basic mental model of how software work gets executed on a machine and how a developer interacts with the computer. And the core systems that will cover are file system, terminal, program execution, variables, control flow, first scripts, git basics, primary techniques, VS Code, terminal, git, beginner programming language, runtime. So in our last stream, I actually in both streams we did bit of like run some commands in the terminal for git. We used VS Code, created some kind of program files, and we encountered some errors. So we'll do some part of it again as per the curriculum, and there might be some projects that will be there in the phase: tiny scripts, calculator, file organizer, and uh, yeah, that this is the end goal, that I am able to use terminal confidently, run code, understand project folders, save work in version control. So we were able to push the changes, commit those changes, and in Git. And there was we went through the basically what Git is, and how there was like we went through all the basics of why Git is useful. So as you know, it is basically a version control system, and it is very good when you're collaborating with team and developing a software. So you commit all the changes with some message, and you are able to find out where you made what changes. You can have different branches in Git, and then in those branches you make the changes, and then commit those, and it will not, like, just so that one change does not derail the whole software. So you are able to do it step by step incrementally, and you can restore the software to an earlier version if you feel you have made some mistakes. So these are the basics of how the Git is helpful. So this is the currently the phase we are in. We are way behind our starting date. It should have been like till right now. It would have been 10-12 streams at least, but right now we are only at 2. So I will maybe do twice per day, or have more sessions per day when I have time, and we will catch up to these dates. And yeah, so basically we'll now go through what we have to do today. So in this, I'm considering, although this is the stream of day 3, I will consider it day 1 because this is a new stream with new curriculum. And in phase 1, our session goal is by end of the session, I should have a working coding environment, have a project root folder that I can reliably open VS Code and navigate from terminal. It is not about writing code, it is about removing setup confusion so that the streams are smooth. Now, let's see what are the basic explanation that we should be aware of. Programming environment. A coding environment is a combination of editor, terminal, plus language runtime, plus project folder. So editor is the VS Code. The terminal that we are using is inside the VS Code. We have made few changes, and I don't think you are able to see. Yeah, yeah. If I bring it on top, no, this is this is not correct. I will bring this to top. I think I've, yeah. Yeah, so this is the terminal that I was talking about. This is the terminal, the editor. You can go to any files, and these are the files we created in our previous streams, and we also created, I think, the root folder. So what this what our curriculum basically is talking about is having having that yeah, I'll move it back again. So having that editor plus terminal plus language runtime. So this is where we are facing the problem that for C, the runtime or the changes I made in the code itself, it was not being shown in the file when I was compiling and running those programs. I could output hello world, but when I changed it, somehow the output was not there. So this is the, for every language I understand there's a separate runtime, and you should have a project folder. So VS Code is the place where you write files. That's correct. Terminal is the place where you run commands. That's what I shown. Project folder is the place where the files of one learning journey live. Okay. Beginners usually get stuck not because concepts are hard, but because files are in the wrong place or commands are in the wrong folder. If I understand editor, folder, terminal relationship, the other days become much smoother. Okay, so in plain English, Explorer panel shows files and folders. Editor panel is where I type the code. Terminal where I run the commands. Current working directory, the folder terminal is standing inside right now. Yeah, this is good enough. Okay, so before doing hands-on, the VS Code interface guide, I think this is what we went through. Let me check again if this is the same link as we went through in our previous streams. I don't think this, yeah, I don't think this is the one. So yeah, this is a good page to have. Yeah, let's see and understand with examples. Yeah, it is it has an interface layout of Explorer. The Explorer is on the left. All the files and folders are on the left and showing contents when I click upon them. Now VS Code basically comes with a simple intuitive layout. Okay, leaving ample room to access the full context of your project. The user interface 6 editor. So editor is when we click a file, it goes into the editor. Basically the editor opens with this close sign, and If I click on, for example, array.ts, this is what is open. Main area to edit your files. You can open as many editors as you like, side by side, vertically and horizontally. Primary sidebar. This is, I think this is the primary sidebar. Contains different views like Explorer to assist you while working on your project. Secondary sidebar. Opposite to the primary by default contains chat view. Okay, so I think this would be somewhere on the right where there's a chat view. I've not opened the chat view at least for now. So if I go in any file, this opens split editor, right? Split editor down. Let's see if there is another editor. No. Okay, I can toggle. Is this secondary? Yeah, this is the secondary sidebar. Now you can see. I hope you are able to see the, yeah. So when I click on this rightmost icon, this is the chat that opens. So I'm not using AI right now, so I switched it off. And moving on, after the secondary sidebar, there's the status bar. So the lowermost row, okay, yeah, it tells all the details about the open project and files. Good. Activity bar located on the far left hand side lets you switch between views, gives you additional context specific indicators. Number of outgoing changes when Git is enabled can change the position of the activity bar. So by that, I think what they mean is the activity bar. Okay, I can change to different views. Yeah, I think this is good enough. An additional space for views below the editor region. Yeah, integrated terminal, that's what I have opened, and can also be moved left or right for more vertical space. So this will try to move if we can. Yeah, I think this is the toggle button, split terminal. No, how to move this editor? Okay, no, I don't. How to undo this split? Split, scroll to previous, scroll to right, clear terminal. Okay. Maximize panel. It's a new terminal. I think I will remove these. Yeah, we're back to this, but I was trying to find out how I think the document said that it can also be moved left or right. Okay. Am I able to move it to left or right? New terminal window, split batch. Mm, mm, mm. Is it from here? Toggle panel? No. This is the way to. Mm, mm, mm. So the panel at the bottom, primary sidebar, yes, left, right, center, justify. Okay, this is how you move the panel. Good thing by finding and exploring after reading this doc, we are able to see how we can move the panel around as per a custom layout. Each time you start, it opens up in the same state when you last closed it. The folder layout and open files are preserved. Open files in each editor are displayed with tabbed headers. Move primary sidebar to right by clicking on the activity bar and moving and selecting, right clicking and selecting move to toggle its visibility. So by that they mean if I click on the activity bar and I secondary sidebar, so this moves here and yeah. You can open as many editors as you like, side by side, vertically, horizontally. Opening another editor to the side, alt and select a file. Split the active editor into two. Select the split editor. Okay. Many options. When you open another file, the editor that is active will display the content of that file. We have two editors side by side, and you want to open file foo.cs into the right hand editor. Okay, so if the editor is split, I would have to make sure that particular editor is active, and only then I select the file, it will open in that editor. Open to the right hand side, you can change this behavior. When you have more than one editor open, you can switch between them by control or command on macOS and pressing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't think this was visible to you what I was reading. Apologies for that mistake. So this is what I was reading, that you have to select the editor and only then open a file. It opens in that particular editor. You can resize, reorder, and split an editor. New editor region, edit group is created which can hold a group of items. You can open as many editor groups as you like, side by side, vertically, horizontally. You can see this clearly in open editor section. You can drag and drop editor groups on the workbench, move individual tabs between groups, and quickly close entire groups. VS Code is editor groups whether you not enable tabs. Without tabs, editor groups are stack of your open items, most recently selected items. Okay. Mm. So I think all these are customization. I'm just looking at all the features, but not trying out each and everything. I think those are when I need it. I will have multiple files and want to switch between different editors and all. But right now I'm not at that stage. But just learning about the features of editor and VS Code. So you can move editors, terminal, or specific view into their own floating windows. Drag an editor out of VS Code to open it in a okay. This we can do if I want to take out. Yeah, it opens a new one. I've dragged it out. Maybe you'll not be able to see it, but dragged it out and it became a floating window. And then again, when I dragged it back, it came back. So okay, certain configuration can be sent can open in a centered model overlay on top of editor area rather than as a regular edited tab. Settings, keyboard shortcut, profile, workspace, language models, extension. Pressing escape, selecting close button. Okay, many settings in terms of the model editors. Minimap. Code outline gives a high level overview of your source code. Files minimap is shown in the, you can select or drag the shaded area to quickly jump to different sections in your file. No, I think this will be in a bigger, is this minimap? Oh, right, this is a minimap. Are you able to see this? I think this right here is the minimap. So if I drag it, okay, I can move to the particular section which I want. Yeah, this is very useful. Hmm. We have folding marks in items such as region command. The minimap shows folding marker names. Okay, this is a good feature to have for a complex file. What are folding markers? Use shift plus click on the folding icon. Sticky scroll. Ah, sticky scroll. So top line is always shown. Hmm. It shows indentation guides, vertical lines, matching indentation. If you would like to disable. Okay, so current version, the indent, basically the line that we see here. So uh, it shows the matching ones that this started and this is where the brackets finish and the which part of the code is nestled in uh, which brackets. So we can disable them. As a navigation bar at top, also called breadcrumbs, they show the file path. Current type has language support, symbol path after cursor breadcrumbs enables to quickly navigate between folders, files, symbols. Mhm. Create, delete, rename files, folders, move files with drag and drop. Want to run works well with other tools, especially command line. If you want to run a command line tool in the context of the folder you currently have open in VS Code, right click the folder and select open in integrated terminal. So what it's saying is that I can go to a particular file, I can say open an integrated terminal or and in where was the review, yeah, reveal in folder, so it will open the open where the folder where the file is present on my system. Good, nice to know. This code excludes some folder from showing in the Explorer view such as Git, so use the file exclude to configure also hiding a folder. You can also hide files and folders specified in Git ignore by enabling exclude Git ignore. Okay. Explorer dot exclude Git ignore. So this says if I enable controls explode controls where the entries in will be passed and similar to files explode. Hmm. So let it remain, but found where to change the settings. Now select multiple files in Explorer and open editor section to run and delete, drag, and or open inside. Okay, so I can do bulk actions also. If I select, open to the side, all these, I think I can do it for all the three selected files I just did. So bulk actions also is very easy. You can filter the files and folders in Explorer with the focus on Explorer plus to open the file control. So what it's saying is if I go to this and press option command F, was it? Okay, and type hello. Okay, so this is the filter. I can toggle whether it matches this. How to toggle? Okay. Hmm. Oh, this is the fuzzy match button. Only there. Yeah, yeah. I saw it. Outline view. Outline view separate section at bottom of Explorer. Expanded shown symbol tree. The currently active editor. Hmm. You can sort by modes. This I can show you. This is the outline. These are the filter or sort options. For symbols, the view lies on information computed by your installed exception built-in. Suppose the markdown header hierarchy for markdowns file symbols. Okay. Timeline view at bottom, unified view for visualizing event. Let's see what are the events that are shown in our timeline. Local history will track their unless the file is. So do I have to enable it in the current timeline? Do I have to enable it? Does Is it not enabled by default? 7 editor, new entries added to list. Each local history contains full context of file at the time of entry. The entry was created, and in certain cases can provide more semantic information. For example, indicating a says default is true, but why is it not? Is it not okay? So it said I have to find the local history. So let me think. Find a local history to show. Okay, it will show for. So not selected any F. So if I select this one and okay, this is what. Okay, this is what it's showing. Yeah, I have to select a file which has the local history. Got it. Creating a limit history, entries per file limit, clock patterns, executing certain files. This code built-in gives provides git commit history of specified selecting a commit in history. You can open changes, open a diff view of changes, open multi-diff view too. Okay, select compare, copy commit messages. Compare with file. So if I right click, these are the different options I see. Compare with previous, select for compare. Okay. But where is it compare? Okay. This is what it's showing. Is it? No. So comparison. Hello 5. I added to compare. Okay, file saved. Compare. Yeah. Now you can see the comparison. This first name. I think both are same. So saved and the current version is same. So it's showing same. Comparison. Show content. Serial finder. Yeah. So we can view the changes made by going in history and using these options. Copy commit ID, copy messages. I have to right click a commit, and only then I can see all these messages. So I've not committed, or did I? So which one did I commit? Changed file, projects, file saved. I don't think I committed. I committed, but where was it? Hmm. I used something else. I don't know if I committed anything in this. The only one of the views, only one of the views. There also search, source and control extension custom views in using the view open view. Sure hide views by right clicking on activity bar. This is self-explanatory. I think in video we can see the example clearly. Okay, we can reorder. Mhm. So we can do everything, reorder, select new version. Okay, VS is equally accessible. Okay, shift uh, and P, shift command P. Hmm. I can see all these settings. So basically this greater than arrow, if we select, then we see all the palette. Cycle through. Type question mark, all the files that can be run from command palette. Getting the top edge with the mouse. Okay, even this can be moved. Many options to configure the editor. From view appearance, you can hide toggle various parts of the user interface such as sidebar, status bar, activity bar. You can hide the menu. This is Windows Linux. Also, good thing is if I want to, like, for example, if I like the changes that I can make, I can, like, they have given a hyperlink which I open in the VS Code and I directly go to where the settings are. So this is a good feature. I've never seen anything like this in a document or on a website where it is linked with the app, and it directly guides you to where you have to make the changes. Zen mode lets you focus on your code, hiding all your elements except for editing, switching VS to full screen, and centering the editor. View appearance, Zen mode, view toggle, Zen mode. Command KZ. Is Zen mode. So I only have the editor. I escape. Do I get back to? Yeah, I get back. Notifications, not a problem as of now. We have do not disturb. Center data layout. Those open items with tabs in the title area above. When you open a file, new tab is added for that file. I've done it already and we have seen it. These are the different tabs. As you click them, a new editor opens. And when you have more open items that can fit, you can use open editor section, drop down list of tabbed items. Open editors in the Explorer view. Oh, it's a good feature to see if there are more tabs than what are visible. So I click on this, I click on open editors, and I see what all are there. So it's I get them in a list. If I close it, yeah, good feature to have. So I'll see all the editors that are opened here in that list. Scroll bar between tab and editor. Drag editors into view. Height of scroll bar to make it easier. There's a scroll bar. Right. New tabs are open. You can control where you want new tabs to appear. Okay. Reorder tabs. Preview mode. Single click. It shows in preview mode. Uses an existing. Select a file in Explorer view. It is shown in preview mode. Present files. Okay. So in existing tab only it says that it is shown. So I think I'll see what this is all about, but because I think it's in italics, so I can see if it's in preview mode. To see more editor tabs, you can use wrap tab, editor tabs wrap to fill multiple rows. So I can see all the editors. Got it. When you have multiple files with same name open, it can be difficult. To help with this, you can apply custom display label. So if the file names are same, I can use these settings to see uh, which exactly that file is. So this is an example. File name, directory name, external handle file, file.html as file folder html. Okay. By default, later on vertical, for example, when split editor, opens editor, can arrange editor groups in any layout, like both vertically and horizontally. Okay, I split it and I can then use it to for different for a grid like system and resize all at once. Wow, this is a good feature. Looks very smooth also. Resizing four windows at once. You can create empty editor groups. Press and hold Alt key while hovering. First to split to the other orientation. Disable tabs and entirely disable view mode. Keyboard shortcut. So if I want file or folder from file menu should always open a new window. Set this to on. Now that you know what you start to customize the editor, changing theme, custom on question, indent guides, colors, open editors. Can I hide the open editor section? Yes, you've done it already. So good thing. Yeah, this is a very informative and very uh, like even the visual guides are pretty nice. I don't have to go to the editor in many of the sections. So this is a good page. So what I'll do is I'll come back after having coffee and we'll continue for a bit till our lunch. So see you in a bit. Yeah. So I'm back. So let's see what the next step is. Went through this talk. Okay. Terminal basics. What to notice and where. This. Okay. This is. No, I think I didn't copy it. These are the terminal basics. Full featured, integrated. Yeah. Yeah. I've used the terminal, the integrated terminal. This also we've seen. We can right click and open an integrated terminal. Additional functionality, shell integration. This is shown where the commands are run. These are the different versions. I'm not sure how like what is the use and what is the functionality, but this will keep in mind when we get to it. This we've seen when we split the terminal, we removed it. So this we have seen. With its own icon, color, and group decoration. I click plus icon. I've done the deletion, navigate between terminal. I've done this split and deleting it, and or right click, I can unsplit also. This I did not see, but good to know that this is also there. New windows, navigating the buffer. Scroll up a line, scroll down a line, command navigation, links, sophisticated link detection. Open file in editor. Only when there is a link I will be able to see, so not right now. Extension and link, keyboard accessibility. Come on, we open last local file link. Yeah. Select the word under the cursor and show the context menu. I press Command F and it shows the find. Mm-hmm. GitHub Copilot, not using that. Okay. I think these are too advanced. I'm not understanding most of it, so I'll leave it at that. But this page is also pretty good for understanding all the different features of terminal. Okay. Python tutor, let's see. It's the only tool that lets you write in a code and see what happens step by step as computer visualizes variables, objects, pointers, data structure, and stack frames. I have to write a code and then I would be able to visualize. So to do anything in the Python tutor, okay, I'm not sure what to do with the Python tutor right now, but I think so open VS Code, point at and name these parts. So I've already done it. Open terminal, new terminal. Type pwd and then press enter. Okay. I go to terminal, new terminal, pwd, enter. What happens? It gives me the link. This is the link that was there. If I press command, it will take me to the file, and then press type ls. Okay, here it gives me all the files that are there in the folder. I think this is the list command. So pw tells me what the terminal currently is. Okay. ls shows what is inside the current folder. If I create a folder in terminal, I should see it in Explorer after opening the correct folder. Okay. Create a root folder for the I've already done it. It's rtfs, move into road to full stack, move into that folder, open that folder, create subfolder for week 1. I think I will use cd rtfs. Oh, maybe you are not able to see. So this is what I was referring to. So this I've created the root folder. I think it's rtfs. Open that folder in VS Code. Create a subfolder for week 1, simple text file. This is the make directory. This is what it's telling, but I've already uh, created that folder, so I will change the directory to rtfs. cd rtfs. No such directory. Is it case sensitive? rtfs hello world. No such file or directory. So I type mkdir rtfs cd rtfs. Yes, now I'm in that. pwd will show me where I'm at. ls will list all the and it tells me to open a if it tells to type code dot. So I've done till now. If code dot does not work yet, then open the folder manually in VS Code. Sync file, open folder and select rtfs. So what happens if I type this? Oh, it works. Another instance of the Visual Code Studio opened with rtfs as the root folder. Now I have to type mkdir So in the other instance, Mhm. Okay, okay. So I have to uh, create a folder with create a folder where for for week one. So it has Hello World uh, and VS Code. So if I show you, if this is open when I type code space dot, and this is what I have in my RTFS folder. So if I type mkdir rtfs week 1, is the folder created? No. So what happened after when I so it created two folders in RTFS. Okay, but why is it not showing here in Finder? Is it inside these? Okay, RTFS is in Hello World. How is it in Hello World where we are not? Uh, okay, we are at in Hello World only. So EWD. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have to move up from Hello World. So I think I will search what. Mm, will search how to change folder in terminal. cd. Cd dot dot. So cd, where we are at, we are at users. Cd view cd rtfs cd view rtfs. So is this now? So I'm here. The terminal is so if I create mkt mkdir tfs v01. So this should be created. Let's see. So in RTFS, now RTFS W01 is created. Okay. Now the next, okay, this is not done. The next part is, now we see we create a text file in week 1. So if I show you this, this is there. So as you can see, I see I have RTFS and W01. RTFS W01. But this was not W01. This was RTFS W0. Okay, it is still in hello world. I think this window. So to change open This is the correct folder. I hope you're able to see RTFS01. Now I will create a new file, new text file, and this is a text file. Okay. And then how to save it? Press Command S. This is a text file. Okay, so we have done it. We created the text file in that folder. Now we will see what else we can do. I think we have seen many errors. Run a command in wrong folder. I think CD I was not able to get. Notice the contents are different. Fix by typing CD or navigate. Command is correct, but the folder is wrong. Always use pwd and ls to confirm location before assuming command itself is broken. Now, detailed execution. Open write tools. Open VS Code. In the top menu, click terminal, new terminal. Keep both Explorer and terminal visible. We have done it. Main project folder. We have done it. Verified folder exists. And we have done it. If you do not see rerun ls, make sure command. Move into project folder. CD we have done it. Enter verify location. We have done it. Learn VS Code. We have done it. Yeah. Type code if this opens in the current folder. Okay, so because you're going from hello world, this code space dot opened in hello world in the new window for VS Code. Create a big folder. You've done it. Verify it. PS8 we've done it. In Explorer, right click, new file, create, setup nodes. Yes, so I should just change it to day 1 setup completed. Day 1 setup completed. Can I rename? Yes, I can rename. Day 1 setup. Now let's see if the changes that I made in the file are also there in the Explorer. Day 1 setup, yes. But I created a text file, but this does not seem to be a text file. It shows a question mark, so the extension is not correct. Anyway, I think this also is somewhat completed. Now verify D1 setup. We verify runs in term. You can see this expected end state. Yes, week 1 foundation setup nodes. Yes. Open Git docs if needed. So Git, I think we covered in detail by going through all the talks, but let's see if there is any useful information here. Yes, we went through many of these. Correct. Verify Git, just Git space hyphen version. So if I open the terminal and to open the terminal, I would yes, Git hyphen version 2.52 is there. No. Version prints, note it in setup notes. So I will rename it to setup notes. Git version 2.520. I've noted it down. Yes, done. Use docs, use terminal basics, Python tutor. We did not get into detail because I would need to know by the end of day one, which is day 3 for us, but day 1 folder named RTFS, subfolder week 01, file name setup notes, confirmation that VS Code opens the project folder. Yes, PWT is available, Git version is correct. So environment created, project root is created, week 1 workspace is created, setup friction reduced for the rest of the week. Okay, so I think rest of the things will not I think we'll not get into detail now, but still we'll see if there is any link. Visual is there, but primary concepts but where is the visual? Okay, is it there? Visual library. Okay, computer and direct computer folder system fit together. Okay, this is okay. The whole bundle is okay. This Python tutor interface. This is the visual bundles that we used. We saw how computer folder system editor terminal fit together, and source code interpreter compiler and the mental model. This is in Python tutor. Code runs line by line and variable change over time. So let me see if this is a better version where for beginner I can see I can see how this runs. Okay, so Python tutor. Okay, let's do this also. Uh, I will search for give me a basic code to visualize in Python tutor. Basic that was well for step by step by illustrating variable assignment and simple loop. I copy. So we'll take this example where we'll copy simple program as per Google, and let's let's visualize. Step 1 of 24, line that just executed, print output, drag lower, resize. Next line to execute, line, okay. If factorial n, I think it is define factorial n number is equal to 4 objects id1 function factorial n result factorial number id2 int id function 1 function factorial n is id1 global number 82 id2 and id2 n is equal to 0 and not equal to 0. This one. So id2 is equal to 4, return value id8. So id1 id2 it's defined factorial id1 number id2 factorial n id2 id3. Result print. This is a simple recursive function, so think I get that, but I was expecting more visualization in here. So if I click turn on the screen. Mm, I get this. Mm, it should be basic Python logic. Creation of list, stepping of a for loop, local variables change inside. You can see name and message update during every step. That was how the names parameter. Let's see if this is better. Hmm. And greet users names. Greeting list is watch as name changes in each iteration. For name in names, message F hello name, greeting list, append message, return greeting list. Step through the user. See that list users created in users. See how result variable receives the return list. Okay. So global frame is greet users, which is defined ID1. ID function greet user names. So def greet users and id to list is if this got executed def greet users, then this happened. Next line greet user names and message result greet users ID1 users ID2 so see how the results will watch as name changes in iteration. Message F hello name getting list append message. Now users ये create हो गया this created. See how results variable results is equal to greet underscore users print results. So greet users name ID2 greet user names so names are users. Mhm. Now greeting list next is Creating list ID6, it's empty list. For name in names, for okay, this is a for loop. For name in names, message f hello name. Right, name is Alice. Hello name. Let's have think of this as main stage of great user ID 1 points to the function defined user ID starting list. This is the new list created by a function eventually holds the hello strings. This temporary worker created same ID as users. I think I would have to understand it a bit deeper. I can see the for loop, but I don't know the syntax and all, like how it stores and what is the workroom and how it manages. So I'll come to it, but I think this curriculum and this sheet is a lot better than what I had earlier, and yeah, so I think we are also able to see, yeah, we were also able to create today. We were able to as it was mentioned, we were able to uh, create the environment. Project root was created, workspace was created. We understood all the different features of the visual code terminal editor, and how the different panels, what are their features. We also uh, we also looked at some more documents, learned through it. I think the terminal basics also, which we can come to it later. Found a good website, but yet to go deeper into Python tutor, how to learn more about uh, how Python works. And we also got a code that we can now come back to later when I have more understanding on Python. So overall, a good session today. We completed what we set out to do. This Git document we already covered in our previous sessions. So quite happy with our progress today, and hopefully the next stream will not be after such a long time, and I can catch up on these dates. So we are many days behind. So I hope I can catch up on these dates coming in the future. So thank you guys for staying with me and listening to me. And uh, I think I'm going to go and have lunch. Hope you remain happy and healthy, and see you soon. Bye bye.